The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restored I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with uno oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I event. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kadama we groma beya tira e exagbier tana istalina bashante shante shante shante. Kadamawe gromabea tela e how mouse bolisa adanoto it was a clear for our time mo e oh you all adon. Blessed is the man, blessed is the man, blessed is the man. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High Jah shall therein abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and they be safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks, and I give thanks, and I give thanks. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodomo, where we speak truth to power. In my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes. Ingredients, flavors, and even aromas. Oh my God! Yeah, they put aside all these differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. In the aftermath, they produce food, and this food is not even enjoyed by the black pot, neither is it enjoyed by the ingredients. It is enjoyed by us, the eaters. Yet every time, the ingredients and the black pot will collaborate to be able to bring about good, sumptuous, palatable food. It's a lesson of selflessness. It's a lesson of sacrifice. It's a lesson of generational thinking. My brother, my sister, how many of us, knowing very well we would live for only 1 year more, would plant trees that would take 30 years to grow? How many of us would even build hospitals, knowing very well that we will not live to see the completion of these hospitals? How many of us would start building farms, knowing very well that in the next few months we will die and leave the farms? My brother, my sister, a generational thinker will initiate a good project and leave aside funds that will complete the project. He would not mind whether he would live to benefit from that or not. As long as other generations benefit from that, he's okay wherever he finds himself. Are you that kind of generational thinker? Think about it, brethren. We are making children. Our children are also making children. At the end of the day, when we expire, they must be ready to refire. They might perspire, but they will never retire, because we have been able to lay down a good foundation for them. But until we lay down that foundation as generational thinkers, doing all the sacrifice, we might not be able to see the light of the day. Any nation that does not sacrifice, any nation that is not generational thinking, any nation that is not ready for selflessness, cannot be called a nation. It is an empty box, a headless jack. This is the Black Pot, and this is where we talk all the patriotism. No politics, no religion, no sports. We only concentrate on patriotism, what will uplift our nation. I have realized that the biggest problem with Ghana, and for that matter Africa, is patriotism. If we were even 5% patriotic, we will not steal from each other. We will not steal from the nation. We will not degrade our nation. We will not badmouth our nation. Patriotism is the way. My brother, my sister, that is why this channel is all about patriotism. You may call me the prophet of patriotism. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. And we are live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media. That's BLAKK Empire Media. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do that now. And please hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be the very first person to be told to watch. And above all, remember to share this link with every other person. Please share this broadcast. We are going on a patriotism tour of the whole Ghana. We are starting on the 2nd of March. In Wa, that's just next week, Saturday. My brother, my sister, when we arrive in Wa, we'll be going to some schools, where we'll talk to the school children for about 60 minutes about patriotism. We shall give them food and drink to entertain them and encourage them to form what is known as the Young Patriots. It's a club that is going to be opened all over Ghana in the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah and our great ancestors. After talking to the schools, we shall move onto the marketplace, perform for them for free. Whilst the music is playing and we are singing along, we would also talk to them about patriotism. Maximum 1 hour. We will leave the marketplace and go onto the street, some of the busiest streets, where in a corner we will perform and also talk about patriotism. My brother, we are doing that for all the 16 regions of Ghana. And every week we go to 2 regions. This next week, starting 2nd March, we will be in Wa. And after the capital of the Upper West region, we go to the Upper East region, capital, Bolgatanga. We will take over the whole region. And before we leave the place, we would have won a lot of souls for patriotism. We have written letters to so many companies. We have not received any response yet. Please, we look forward to hearing from you. You are those we are keeping our eyes on. A lot of you have started donating. We have received 20,000 Ghana cedis from the GTA, another 20,000 cedis from the office of the former President John Dramani Mahama. If we've written to all these people, some of you have donated 600 Ghana cedis, some have donated 500 Ghana cedis, some of you 400, and so on and so forth. As I promised, we will have your names rolling, scrolling, some of you who have contributed. And over the weekend, many more people contributed. Please continue contributing. How can you contribute? This is our number. You can send us money via Momo. You can send it via Sendwave or Junipay, whatever it is, even Western Union. We shall receive it and you shall be acknowledged. And our bank account is also here. And some of you are also sending into that. We are so happy. Remember that we shall use the money to the last letter. It's not only money we want, we also need you to give us food. We need you to also be able to give us water and drinks. Maybe that's your specialty. Maybe you have hotels in these areas. Please, you can reach out to us via our phone numbers and tell us that, okay, you are coming to this region. When you come there, I have this accommodation for you and your crew in this hotel or guest house. Normally, we stay just 1 day and move on. I want to say thank you so much. Keep donating. We will always acknowledge you. My name is Blakk Rasta, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I love you. Today, we have 5 very important issues to look at, and I need you to come along. Come here, my youth. Now, the very first story takes us all the way into the politics of our nation, Ghana. It's all about patriotism. Number 1, run it, my youth. I can never be Bawumia'S vice. And this is Kennedy Japan. Now, from last 2 weeks, we started hearing Kennedy Japan saying that he will never be the vice president to Bawumia. And that if he's given any such opportunity, he will turn it down. And this is the photo of Kennedy Japan. He is the member of parliament, honorable, for Asing. He's a very, very wonderful personality. Many people think that he talks too much. Other people think that he has temper issues. Some other people think he's a fine gentleman. Whatever you think about him, I believe that he has the nation at heart and he speaks his mind. People who speak their minds are doing everything they can most of the time to be straight. Bawumia is now looking for a vice president, aka a running mate. And many have said, in fact, in your primaries, Kennedy Japan did so well. It would be good for you to just pick him up and make him your running mate. But Kennedy Japan has made it very clear. Over the weekend, he spoke to KSM and he told KSM unequivocally clear that he will never be a vice president to Bawumia, even if he knew that for sure Bawumia would be president. Now, earlier, Kennedy Japan said he is somebody who speaks his mind and cannot be a driver's mate like Bawumia. For that matter, he cannot be a mate to a driver's mate. If Bawumia is seen as the driver's mate and he becomes Bawumia's vice president, then he will be the driver's mate's mate, he wouldn't be. But he has brought us more detail why he does not want to be the vice president of Mahmoud Bawumia, no matter how much they beg him or plead with him. Come here. Now, according to Kennedy Agyapong, during the primaries, he realized that he lost. There was no cheating. He realized everything went good. Of course, some problems left, right, and center, but you could just wave them off. He lost. And on the day he was climbing the rostrum to go and say congratulations to Bawumia, he saw the same people who were insulting him and vilifying him during the parliamentaries. I'm talking about the primaries, I beg your pardon, around Bawumia. And he told himself, oh, okay, so Bawumia actually endorsed these people insulting me. I thought we were going to have a clean campaign. And once the clean campaign is done, then we will come together and support each other to be able to rise. But Bawumia has endorsed the insulting of Kennedy Agyapong. And these are the guys. Now they have all surrounded him and they are jubilating that he's won. According to Kennedy Agyapong, that day he was going to misbehave massively had it not been his wife. And that was the first time he went to an occasion with his wife. And his wife told him, take it easy. Your time will come. And he decided to keep quiet and not to say anything. That was how come Kennedy Agyapong did not say anything. According to Kennedy, he did a very clean campaign until all these people started insulting him and Bawumia sat down and watched them. When one person in his own camp insulted Bawumia, according to him, he sacked him and sent him packing from the radio and TV. And we all know who Kennedy Agyapong was talking about. There was a journalist who was operating on his TV station, my brother, my sister, and he used some insulting words on Bawumia. Kennedy Agyapong said he would not tolerate it, and he sacked him. Up till now, he's still living in absentia. Come here, my youth. So now, Kennedy Agyapong feels vilified and betrayed. He feels that Bawumia intentionally insulted him and got people to vilify and insult him. For that matter, this is what Kennedy Agyapong says he's going to do. Apart from the fact that he will never accept any running mate position with Bawumia. 2, he said he has a huge building that has about 46 offices. He was going to donate it to the campaign of Bawumia. But he won't even give them a quarter of a room. He won't do it. He said he's bought a lot of pickups. There are so many. He would have used that for campaign for Bawumia. But he will not do it anymore. And when KSM asked him, how about if they send a delegation to come and beg you and say that they are sorry for whatever they have done? He said, no, I will not accept it, because in their meetings, they said that as for Ken, when you insult him and hurt him, all you need to do is to go back to him and beg him, and he will forget and forgive you. He said this time round, he wouldn't be that fool. He is not going to accept any apology, and he is not going to listen to anybody. He won't be part of Bawumia's campaign. He's going to stay away from his team. And already from his team, they believe that Mahama has won the election. They believe that it's going to be a runoff. Alan would go with Mahama, and Mahama will finally win. From the team of Kennedy Agyapong, they are not giving a dog's chance to Bawumia. It looks like Kennedy is so embittered and is so hurt by the shenanigans and wranglings in his own party. First, they made him come off the surgeon's table when he was having a major brain surgery to come and vote for E-Levy. At the end of the day, they betrayed him. The E-Levy did not do anything. They still went to the IMF and the World Bank. That made him very sad. After he came out boasting that his party, his government will never take us to the IMF. That was the first blow. The second blow, let's have a clean campaign. No. According to him, Bawumia's team came together, vilified him, and insulted him. He said it's time to say bye-bye to this Bawumia team, but he will still be a member of the MPP. What do you think about Kennedy's utterances? He's truly angry. He's very embittered. We will watch out and see how this will pan out. If I were him, I think I would take the same stance. It's the blackboard, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. So Kennedy Japan says, forget it. Bawumia must look for somebody else, not me. I will not even step a foot campaigning for Bawumia. I don't care. But he didn't say if Bawumia gives him any position in his government, whether he would accept it or not. If he would not accept to be his vice, would he accept to be a minister or any such thing? How is the Bawumia team going to be able to bridge this gap? Kennedy says, no delegation ever can convince me. Would it come to pass? Is the blackboard, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now let's look at the next story. Run it, my youth. And the next story is as interesting as the first. I will keep my promise. And this is Mahama talking. Mahama has been going around campaigning. And we were able to speak with him using this channel that he should make as few promises as possible. Let your actions speak rather than your mouth. After all, actions speak louder than words. He listened to us. All the politicians watch this show. They always watch it because they know that this is where the power is. This is where we speak our mind, devoid of any political shenanigans. They know. Bawumia knows it, Mahama knows it, Akufo-Addo knows it. All of them know that Blakk Rasta speaks from the heart. None of them would ever tell you that Blakk Rasta is doing politics because they know who this guy is. That is why Bawumia is quiet. That is why Mahama is quiet. That is why Akufo-Addo is quiet. Because they all know that this guy here is apolitical. I don't deal with politicians. That is why you will never see me around them asking them for peanuts. It's not possible. I don't go to their rallies. I'm not that kind of person. I am looking for Ghana. I'm looking out for Ghana. That is why I do not own 20 houses. That is why I do not drive 20 cars. That is why I am not opulent. But I am rich upstairs. And I live freely. And I'm so happy because nobody is able to control this free spirit. I speak my mind. Nobody can come and tell me we gave you this amount of money or we gave you that favor. For that matter, we didn't expect you to speak against us. Kai Keshenkodu. Not possible. Kachari. It's not possible. That is why we stay away from all the dirty money. It's all about Ghana. It's all about Africa. And I'm glad that for nearly 50 years of my life, my brother, this is the journey we have embarked on. It's only idiots and a few fools who do not know who this free spirit is. And they say, oh, and he's doing politics. And the other day I heard somebody say, I'm looking for a position from who when they win elections. I'm not going to answer that. If I don't want to be president, is it an appointment that I want as what? Garden boy? Or what? Minister? MP? Assemblyman? You are joking. You don't know what you're talking about. We are looking at Ghana. We are looking at raising kings and queens. You are talking about me going to be a garden boy. You are talking about me going to be an MP. You are talking about me going to be a minister. Wafum Kwai. You've missed the road. Mahama listens to us for some time now. He makes little promises. In fact, this is the only presidential campaign I have seen in Ghana for the nearly 50 years that I've been here in this country, where the opposition is making the least promises. I'm telling you that. From the start, we told Mahama, right now everything is pointing in the direction of you being the next guy. You might not be the best person until you prove us otherwise. Because we've seen you before. You disappointed us in one way or the other. But you have come back with power. Fortunately, you did a lot when you were around. Despite the fact that there was wanton corruption, you could point to some things and say that these are my legacies. Unlike these people in power whose legacy is just arrogance and corruption. Very arrogant guys in power. I don't like them one bit. When they were in opposition, we were those supporting them. And you all know that, right? Go back and play the tapes. The same way we stopped speaking against them, that was the same way we're speaking against Mahama. We are looking for a better Ghana, not jokers in power, not thieves and corrupt people in power, not arrogant people in power, full of nothing but braggadocio. Mahama says that he will keep every single promise he has made. If you make fewer promises, then the possibility of keeping those few promises will be higher than when you make more. Run it, my youth. Watch this. From Graphic Online, that's our national communicator. It says, I will keep my promises. Mahama, former President John Dramani Mahama, has assured the public of his commitment to keep all the promises he has made to Ghanaians on the campaign trail when he's given the mandate to be president in the 2024 general election. Run it, my youth. Mr. Mahama, who is the flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress NDC for the 2024 polls, mentioned some of the promises as the reduction in the size of government, the abolishment of ex gratia, and the scrapping of the e-levy. So you see what he's talking about? I will scrap ex gratia. I would abolish e-levy, and I will keep the size of government low. 3. That's what he said. He didn't promise that he will bring the sea to Tamale. Neither did he say that he will make sure that snow falls in Boko, like all these politicians do across Africa. They can turn a man into a woman. I mean business on the promises I have made and intend to keep them, he said at the closing ceremony of the 2024 NDC policy dialogue in Peduase in the Eastern region last Friday there. Former President further said his policy proposals such as the 24-hour economy and digital jobs initiative were feasible policies that will massively improve the fortunes of the country, especially the economy. Since 2021, I have outlined over 60 different policy proposals, carefully curated to restore our economy and national life in general to a much better state, he added. Policy dialogue. The 2-day NDC policy dialogue attracted many groups in the party to discuss and fine-tune many policy proposals which the party intends to use as part of its 2024 election manifesto, as well as the implementation of those policies in the event that the party wins power in 2024. Organized by the NDC Social Democracy Lab, a policy think tank arm of the party, the dialogue was on 3 thematic areas: human development, finance and economy, and government. Dash it away. Listen, you must have a roadmap to where you want to take the nation to, and that is what is called a policy. What is the roadmap? Where are you taking the nation to? My brother, listen to me again. Mahama can grow horns. He can grow 20 hairs. This nation will never work, no matter how many policies he puts in place, if patriotism is not restored. Do you agree with me? Mahama can become Angel Gabriel, holding a magic wand. He will wave the wand and things will change. Listen, nothing is going to change if patriotism is not restored. What is the importance of building skyscrapers and building roads and having fast cars run on them when patriotism is at the lowest ebb? The same unpatriotic people will pull down all the skyscrapers. The same unpatriotic people will venture into areas and steal. They are always devising new methods of robbing their own nation, until they are made to understand that they are the government, that they are part of it, until they are made to feel that they are part of the government and the nation. My brother, they will totally feel alienated, and anytime they hurt the nation, they are happy because they feel like they are hurting their enemy. How many of the youth, out of 10 youth that we see in Accra here, ask them about Ghana, they'll tell you Ghana dear. Ghana dear. Out of the 10, only one would say I stand with Ghana. Am I right? A lot of Ghanaians have been brought up to hate their own country. A lot of Ghanaians go to church, and when the prophet or pastor says that you shall go to America or England or even Afghanistan, it calls for a party. But if they say you stay in Ghana and you shall make it, they get angry and mad. That is a false prophecy. It's a stupid prophecy. Nobody wants to live in Ghana. Why? Why? We are not saying don't travel. We are not saying don't go out there and work. But respect your country. Love your country. When you go out there and you are working, always sing the national anthem. Recite the national pledge in your heart and know that you love your country. That is what is called patriotism. Whatever you do, remember Ghana first. Anything you want to touch, ask yourself, how will this benefit Ghana? That is what we call patriotism. If we raise the next generation, a next generation of young patriots into adult patriots, Ghana will become the tourism hub of the whole world. It shall be the new Mecca of the whole world. Ghana is so blessed with all the corruption and dirty things we do in this country. The gold is still flowing. The oil is still flowing. The natural resources are still abundant. Cocoa is still on top. Human resources still rising. But with all the resources, we are still bankrupt and poor. Patriotism is lacking. Mahama says he will keep his promise. Shall we have the minister of patriotism? Shall we have the prophet of patriotism? Shall we have the minister of unfinished national projects? These are very important. Please listen. We must have a minister of unfinished national business. Those people who came in and started projects and couldn't finish, all because of lofty party politicking ideas. We must finish them. From the time immemorial that we've seen these things, they must work now. Do we get it? We must have a minister of patriotism. The NCCE is there, but you need, it doesn't have to have an office. Patriotism must be the backbone of the nation. It's a black pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. I want to appreciate you. I want to say thank you. When we return, we shall talk more. Hey! Wayo! Blackpot, Kukushonamo. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. Keep your messages coming in. We're going to be reading them right after this. Next story, my youth. And watch the story. It says, Africans choose big buttocks over big brains. It's another very terrible thing killing us here. Apart from the heart, the other most important part of the human being is the brain. The heart will keep you alive, so your brain can work and keep you steady. My brother, but it looks like all over social media is about big buttocks. It's terrible. Watch this. Watch the ladies in this photograph. I'm happy their faces are not showing. My brother, What are they wearing on their heads? Academic caps, right? They are supposed to be grabbing some level of degrees, but those degrees have no pedigree. If you look at the big buttocks, I am sure that's what got them the degree, without a pedigree. It's sad. Professors are looking for big buttocks. Politicians are so excited about big buttocks. Even the poor man who has no money to spend is excited about big buttocks. Beware of big buttocks. It is killing our nation. Our young ladies are all going for body sculpturing. You know the work of a sculptor, right? He is the one who sculptures or carves out an image. Right now, it doesn't matter your shape. Body sculpturing can do a lot. It's sad. I wish we had a factory that produced brains. A lot of the people would still run away from the factory and go after surgeons who will give them fake buttocks and fake breasts. It's terrible. We have the natural African beauties. Of course, we love to have shapely women, like my sister here. Very beautiful, very nice. But today, when you check it out, almost everybody has this shape. Have you observed it? We were introduced onto TikTok. We were told that, oh, that's the new thing. In my days, there was no TikTok. And I got onto TikTok, and all I see is buttocks. All I see is buttocks. As I said, we love the beautiful shapes. They are so beautiful. But we love them more when those shapes are natural. If you go about throwing away your books and going after surgeons to give you these bodies, what are the health implications? And I'm very serious about it. Look, the Jamaicans have a saying that I love so much. They say, every hoe have him stick a bush. Every hoe have him stick a bush. That means every hoe, you know the hoe, he has his stick to fit into the metal piece in the bush. In other words, ubia wanedofo. We all cannot run after sculpted bodies. But right now, it looks like those of us who prefer slimmer bodies and more natural bodies can't get that. Everybody is running after. And when I sit back and I'm like, whoa, why is this so monotonous? It's not romantic anymore. And a lot of them will tell you that what the doors that buttocks can open, no academic degree can try that. Do you agree with me? Write it down. The doors that buttocks, better still, the doors that big buttocks can open, no academic degree can venture touch. It's sad. If we demean ourselves to this level, where all our young girls are going for body sculpturing, health implications geometrically high, then where is the nation going? A nation of monotonous bodies. When South African women see what we are doing around West Africa and the rest, they laugh. Because naturally, they have that. And their men are even fed up. They are now running after slimmer bodies. So that means everybody has his taste. It's thinking. I saw a story and it broke my heart. It's about a Nigerian lady. Run it, my youth. Published by Graphic Showbiz. I insured my bum. Bum is buttocks because it's an asset and huge demand in Africa. Hey, it's an asset and huge demand in Africa. And this is actress Judith Iwu. Who is she? Who is Judith Iwu? That's it. She doesn't see a brain as an asset. She doesn't see anything brain as an asset. A big buttocks. Oh, what an insult. What is wrong with us? Fear big buttocks. Run it, my story, my lord. Nollywood actress Judith Iwu has finally opened up on why she insured her derriere. In a statement made available to Nigeria's potpourri, the Kevi actress, who hails from Imo State, revealed she took the action because of the need to protect her natural assets in the event of any harm. Judith Iwu also noted the craze by celebrities and influencers by BBL, Brazilian butt lift, a trend that is picking up stream across the globe. If you have big buttocks, you get all the clicks on social media, you make money. When you come on TikTok, people throw gifts at you because of your big buttocks. Those who already had some sizable amount have gone to inflate it. If they had the opportunity, they will increase the number of holes they have because the whole business has become so lucrative. Hallelujah. 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 According to her, big assets are a huge attraction and in great demand in Africa. Hence, many celebrities and influencers were obsessed over it. Judith Iwu, who has a degree in insurance from the University of Lagos, disclosed that she has no regrets insuring her body, as she got a good deal from it. Adding that she just might take to insuring her legs next. She noted that her earnings as an actress depend not just on her acting skills alone, but also on her looks, hence could not afford any injury to her natural endowment. Her potpourri of a derriere. Well, I have a natural backside, and that is in high demand by many women who try to copy it. I keep my backside in very good condition, so I decided to insure them to prevent any risk. It brings tears into my eyes. Now we have a generation of backside insurers. They are not interested in insuring the body. They are not interested in insuring the brain. They are not creating anything to patent that. They are insuring their buttocks. So if they have an accident and something happens to their buttocks, they could go and get some money. But anything could happen to their head. After all, there are no brains in there. They don't care. Where are we going? Where are we going? If this was my daughter, I would regret giving birth to her. You have a degree in insurance. It means that at least you are bright. Or maybe she got the degree from her pedigree behind. It's sad. It's insulting to women. You are the same women who say we objectify you when we start talking about your body parts. The same women go to insure body parts and they make those body parts seem bigger than anything, including their brains. A lot of these girls, they have peanut-sized brains. All the brains have been used to give them backside. I am so ashamed. That shall we? We want beauties with brains, not brainless beauties. That one is a disease. When we return, come here. We got more. When we return, we shall read your messages. Hey! Wayo!
My name is Blakk Rasta. When I was growing up as a child, there was something called a courtesy for boys and girls that helped to train us and raise us up in patriotism. But today, a lot of this patriotism has been lost. Today, our children are beginning to lose everything in terms of our heritage. They have lost out on our history, lost out on our greatness. It is on the bedrock of this I am embarking on a nationwide tour of patriotism. Remember, it's patriotism, not politics. We shall go to all the 16 regions of Ghana. And in every region, we will organize students and speak to them about patriotism. We will organize a small quiz competition where we shall give prizes out. And these prizes are going to be prizes that are souvenirs from Ghana. Right after that, we will organize a certain concert, either in the market space or even on the streets, accessible to everybody. And we will catch the music lovers and deliver the same message to them. It's on the bedrock of this. I would like you to be part of this. Please donate to this great cause. We are raising a next generation of patriots. It's the lack of patriotism that is making us steal from our own country. It's the lack of patriotism that makes us feel like when we steal from the government, we are stealing from space. It's the lack of patriotism that makes us owe allegiance to some foreigners more than us. It's the lack of patriotism that makes foreigners come into this country and behave like demigods, and we see them as such. My brother, my sister, donate so we can move out there. Maybe you want to give us something else in kind. We are ready for you. Our numbers are rolling on the screens, and you can donate into our bank account or onto our phone number, and we will gladly appreciate and acknowledge you. This is the National Patriotism Tour that we have taken on ourselves to make sure that the nation, Ghana, stands tall again like before. My name is Blakk Rasta, and I thank you for listening. God bless you. Ghana shall prosper. Ghana will rise again. Bless you.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show man.
Bless you. Bless you. Are you donating? Have you donated? It doesn't matter how big or how small. It's been made easy for you. No matter where you are around the world, you can make a donation. On the 2nd of March, we are hitting the roads. My brother, I am happy to do this. I'm happy to do this for my children. Are you happy to do it for your children? Your children are my children. My children are your children. If we only understand what patriotism is. Donate. It doesn't matter how small. Yes, as we said, we've written to all the big companies, but we haven't had anything yet. And we will not let anybody stop us. We shall embark. But a lot of people are also donating. I'm actually excited. So many people are donating from you. It means that we have a very powerful program that is touching so many lives. And I'm so excited. Hey, the number of people who are donating, I am overwhelmed. I didn't expect this, but it is happening. May God bless you. May our nation rise again. May one day all these things that you are doing in the name of this nation rise and work for you. May you prosper. Oh my God. I can't wait to hit the road. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's see what you think. Run the messages and let's see what you have on your mind. Isa, Prominent King, says, first to comment. Yes, Danny Man says, moment of the kingmaker arrives. Isa, Prominent King, says, let's get the fire and the pot blazing with hot wisdom. Rap Thunder says, Alhamdulillah, I'm in class. Oy, oy. Benjamin Achu says, bless my brother Blakk. Swag Ahat says, I always get amazed anytime the pot is on fire. Swag Ahat says, Black Pot, Woyo Erasmillian says, What happened? Bingy man, I kept waiting last Friday. Thankfully, you are back. Finally. Yes, last Friday, we mentioned on Thursday that we will not be on because we had an album that we had to listen to. And we had organized a listening party. It's the biggest album in the world. It's a 20-track album, my brother. And this time is when people don't release albums. And we told you it was going to be a big album. The whole Ghana is flummoxed, cacophonized. Watch that album. It's called Salaga Soldier. So that's why we couldn't come. One in the boy says, welcome back, Blakk Rasta, and keep speaking truth to power. Woyo. Oscar Pendragon says, Blakk, please, I visited your Facebook page and I didn't find the flyer for the Patriotic tour. Please, I need it. Okay. All right, so we are going to put it up on the Black Empire Media. I believe it is there, but I mean, once you are watching this show, you can also see the details and all that. But we're going to put it there right after this so that you will know where to donate to. I appreciate that you have the zeal and you want to, donate. Adams Wade says, hey, legendary Blakk Rasta, welcome. It's a new week. What happened to your radio show today? You have been missed though. Yes, I got the message that the president was going to be speaking in the State of the Nation address. And I thought it was today, not knowing it was tomorrow. So I stayed away from radio until the call started coming in. And I said, whoa, I had to rush back. So I went back and the program started at 12 instead of 10. I do apologize for that. One anybody says, Blakk, you once said that the Guinness World Records was a suicide mission. Now are the people insulting you on if we are seeing what you said, Ghana shall prosper? Well, the prophet is always vilified and never respected in his homeland. When we said this, the insults were all over. Now some of them are going back to delete the insults, but I'm used to that. I mean, who in his right senses? You say we smoke weed, right? You say we are riffraffs, we are kubolo, even though we speak better English than your English professors. Even though we are more knowledgeable than your professors. You still call us kubolos because of the way we look. That is how Jesus will come. He will come with dreadlocks. He will come with this kind of face. But you shall refuse him. And when you say, Lord, 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 we prophesied in your name. And you say, get back. You prophesied in my name. So what? In whose name? When I came very hungry asking you for food, did you give me? When did you come? That dirty looking ABCD who came, that was me. It's a suicide mission. Why would you deny yourself sleep for so many days? That lady was lucky she did not die. That her doctors had to come in finally and rescue her from that suicide mission. Why? Do you need special eyes to see that? From that time, look at the number of ton we've seen all over the place, like ton tea. Why? What's wrong with you? And when I said it, people came insulting me. Giddy. Some other people said that they insulted them, they came back and apologized. I don't apologize when I feel I'm right. Today, look at what is happening. Some people are now trying to play the ostrich. Even if she has been refused, at least she made a name for herself. If she had died, would you say the same thing? Be smart. You were pushing her into a suicide mission. All those politicians, Bawumia and the rest, who went there dancing and encouraging her to kill herself and commit suicide, they are all idiots. No apology to them. If your daughter was on that deadly mission, would you go there and be dancing and clapping for her to die? Or you don't know that lack of sleep is death? Oh, Jesus. Some of them will learn this so late. That's why sometimes I tell you, this thing that I'm saying, 10 years to come, they will play it back. We may not be here then. And people will say, wow, hey, that guy spoke wisdom. How come we didn't listen to him? Because you are prejudiced. Rap Thunder says, please, legendary Blakk, I searched for your album on Audiomack, but I couldn't find it. You are right. The album is still inside the tube. You know, when you put it up on Audiomack, it takes about a week to be able to come out. On the 1st of March, all the digital networks, you will find them. 1st of March. Thank you so much. Please go find that on the 1st of March, right? Yeah, 20 track, crazy album, mad. Zache Emmanuel, aka Governor, says, respect Blakk. Danny Man says, it will be a worthwhile opportunity to donate those pick up to some farmers in our villages. Patriotism, my youth. Maybe I should write to Kennedy Japan and tell him that I need those pickups to do this nationwide tour. Somebody watching this show, if you are close to Kennedy Japan, tell him that, sir, we are going on a patriotism tour. Even though it's not everything you say we agree to, we still love you. We will need those pickups. If you can give us drivers too, at least 2 of them would be okay. You add your driver so that we don't spoil the car. If you can also support, you could add some other things, maybe water, food, and then we'll also go around. That's a good idea. Okay, so Danny Mens, that's a good idea. And then Misiga, I know Misiga is around Boku area. Misiga Youth Association, Ghanaians will vote for Ken if he stayed away from Akufo-Addo and Bawumia camp. He needs to stay clean for 2028. Wow. Misiga. Odum says, greetings Blakk. Last Friday was fire. This album is something else. Fire. Thank you. Miro says, hey, come here. Wayoy. Odum says, please, when is Blackpot returning on radio and at what time? No, Blackpot is already on radio. It's already on radio. You know that, right? 3 FM. From 10 to 2. From March, the time is going to be changing. From 1 to 3 o'clock. Yeah, so check it out. Yeah. Mohammed Banjaya one says it's a blessed day and the Blackpot is here to kickstart the week. Mbiale na wumpama ko kale. Ninkurugu nijintan kanya shale bi du tigba. Obi anyale. When a little boy climbs the tallest tree in the village, he won't see what the old man will sit down comfortably to see. This is deep. And this is a reference to Efua Singaton, signed by MC Scorpion. Danny Man says, Blakk, is it okay to use the staff who helped to send another donation? Is it okay to use the staff who helped to send another donation? I don't understand this. Is it okay to use the staff who helped to send another donation? Well, whatever it is that you want to donate, we are ready for your donation. Whether you are using a demon to bring it to us or an angel to bring it to us, the most important thing is that it's coming from your heart. Kiss Time says, the more I pray for the president to change his mind towards the suffering Ghanaians, the more he, Nana Akufo-Addo, shows the good people of this country no mercy. It hurts me, Blakk. It hurts me too. Olivius Nwezi says, when I told my friends that I prefer visiting the 54 African countries to visiting America or Europe, they told me I am insane. So you see the people you are dealing with? There are more things to see in Africa. And they are even running here to see those things. But we have relegated all those things. We are running there to go and look at story buildings. Jesus. Rap Thunder says, Ken should donate the pickups to the Patriotism tour. Wow. So you took the wind out of my sail, or I took the wind out of your sail. It's correct. We need them. Somebody send him a message and tell him. Mohammed Banjaya one says, Blakk, your legacy is solid. I have never regretted listening and being with you. I keep speaking truth to power. He says, keep speaking truth to power. And we are together, inshallah. Is signed by MC Scorpion. Jesus have mercy. Danny Man says, rap. Good idea. And Asma Banda says, Wayo fire. Danny Man says, maybe not donated, but make it available for the use of the crew. Yes. In fact, just for us to use. Just for us to use for the crew. Alexander Abambela says, Tuma Blakk Rasta Mahama is setting a big trap for Bawumia, because Bawumia can't say he will keep his promise. Because we all know him with his big lies. Oh my God. He says, I will keep my promise. Can Bawumia keep his promise? Next story, my youth. Okay, so we are running out. We have about 10 minutes more to go, and we will keep the time. Many refuse Bawumia'S Manifesto appointment. Are you aware that Bawumia is building up a manifesto team? People to help him write a manifesto, whatever it is, bring ideas and all that. He's chosen about 200 people, and some are running out. They don't want to be part of it. Run the story. 3 appointees who have rejected Bawumia'S Manifesto committee posts. Write it. Run it, my youth. Now, the fleshed out manifesto committee list of the new Patriotic Party flag bearer for the 2024 presidential elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has seen some appointees turning down the offer to serve. In less than a week since the list was released, 3 people have so far stated their disinterest in being on the list. The 3 include a member of the Tourism and Creative Arts Subcommittee, a member of the Sports Committee, and 1 from the Economy Subcommittee. Charles Osai-Sibe is a member of the Sports Subcommittee. He says he doesn't want to be part of it. Next one. Number 2 is Ochiami Kwame, Tourism and Culture Subcommittee. He says he doesn't want it. The high life musician insists he had neither been formally appointed to the Manifesto Committee, nor was he affiliated with the new Patriotic Party. My brother, if you are putting me in a committee, respect me, let me know. Call me and tell me, oh, there's this committee, we want you to be part. Like on, what is it called, WhatsApp. People put you in groups without talking to you. It doesn't make sense. You don't have respect. Bawumia just put them inside, forcing them to be MPP members and to vote. He said, no, they don't want it. Even if Bawumia had a good mind, they will not accept it. The plethora of lies. They do not want to be inundated and drowned in lies. Next page. Abena Amwa, co-chair of the Economic Subcommittee, issues disclaimer. In an official statement issued by the Ghana Stock Exchange to the effect that its CEO, Abena Amwa, had not been approached by the campaign team at any point. It said she was not the person listed as co-chair of the particular committee. We wish to state categorically that the name Miss Abena Amwa on the list is not Miss Abena Amwa, Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Our Miss Abena Amwa has not been approached or had any discussion or agreement on the subject matter with the campaign team. Dash. The Dagombes have a saying, Zanya Nyamunaya. This is Charles Osai-Sibe. He said, Dabi. Or Chami Kwame also said, hey, rap doctor. And then, Abena Amwa, beautiful, isn't she? So sleek and beautiful. Dash it away, my youths. Last story, and we are done. I told you 10 minutes, and we'll be out of here. Now, the last story says University of Ghana tightens cheating loopholes. Right now, there's AI. Even SHS, they are using it to cheat. You know, AI, artificial intelligence. Anything you want, just go and type. AI will run and go and get it for you. So the university teasers, they have started to say, yay, AI. All right, we shall deal with it. If it's from the computer, then you will find a computer way of dealing with it. IT problems are solved with IT solutions. Run the story. And this one is from Graphic Online. It says, University of Ghana revises its plagiarism policy to clamp down on AI usage in academic work. Run it, my youth. The University of Ghana has revised its academic integrity framework, particularly in its approach to plagiarism. Plagiarism is cheating, stealing, academic dishonesty. According to a notice issued and signed today, that's February 26, the registrar, Emilia Ej Mensah, the University Council and the Academic Board, is part of a series of crucial updates with a primary focus on combating plagiarism and other forms of academic misconduct. It's good. They are one of the very first universities openly coming out to fight against AI in plagiarism. You remember Haruna Idrisu? His masters, he had a problem because of plagiarism. And he said that if he was any other ordinary person, they would have passed him, but because of his political background, they squeezed him. Cheating is cheating. It doesn't matter who you are. This is the Blackport, a.k.a. Kukushonomo. Congratulations to Ghana's premier university, Nkrumah's University. Let's see your closing remarks, and we'll be done for the day. All right? Comments! All right? And remember to donate to a good cause, my brethren. The donations can be sent to this number, and the merchant ID is over there. It could also be sent to our GT bank account. It's also here. Mira says, Black Rasta, fight for Ghana. Idris Abdul Karim for Nigeria. Julius Malema for South Africa. Lumumba for Kenya. Keep speaking the truth and nothing else. Bless and love. Danny Man says, Minister of Plagiarism could be under tourism and national infrastructure as one of the ministries. Minister of Plagiarism, Patriotism should stand alone. He doesn't even have to be a minister. He can work without any ministerial portfolio. Yes, because I can work without any ministerial appointment. I don't need it. You understand? Critical consciousness is Black. There is still no timestamps on the videos. Please let your team look into that. Make it easier to get back and forth. Okay, so timestamps. We used to have that earlier. So we're going to have a timestamps. That's if he wants to skip into the next story. He will just go, cut, and he touches the next story. Cut, next story. You know, that's what he's talking about, timestamps. We will do that. Maybe with this video, we'll make sure that it is done after everything. Joel Ajay says, peace. Mark Hendrick says, big up yourself, Black. Radwick Atta says, yes, I, man. Ni Kwashi Kojo Mitram Fiashe the second. No, the seventh. Beautiful name. Black Rasta, determination that marries persistence shall bring forth success. You have determined to go on a patriotic tour. You are working towards it. You will definitely succeed. Amen. Rasmillian says, oh, how? Oh, now I know. I have been missing your programs all of last week. Please share how we can get the album after it has been released. Well, it's on all the digital platforms from the 1st of March. It's on all the digital, Audio Mark, iTunes, everything. TikTok, everything. Muta Wakil Adam says, much respect to my brother. Black Rasta, keep the truth coming. We are listening. Ni Kwashi Kojo, the 7th, says, I will continue to support financially towards the great cause because I will not I'm not going to be there physically to join. Oh, we appreciate you, Ni Kwashi, the 7th. You have our details. We shall, by all means, acknowledge you. In fact, I said that today we would have run the numbers, but we came into the studio a little rushed. So by tomorrow, we shall have you running, and how much you also donated. Thank you so much. Nuruddin Alasan says, woyoy. All right? Well, that's all we have for today, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. Come here, my youth. It's been the Blackport, a.k.a. Kukushono, and here we speak truth to power. God bless you. Ghana shall prosper again. We shall have a new generation of patriots, and everything will be everything. Until then, God bless you. Hey! Wayo!